Good afternoon, people. It is January 10th, 2013. My birthday is in 6 more days. Anyway, I just got done with my, I did about an 8-minute workout, so it's going to put me doing a mile and a half today. I stopped. Actually, I just have 1 more minute to do, but I'm going to do the wall push-ups on that. And I was going to say, you know these bubbles? Do these drive people nuts? They're so fun to pop. I have a good time popping them. They feel good and they relieve stress sometimes. Anyway, remember the other day when I went to the doctor and she was noticing how bad my left knee was. And she says, you need to see someone about that. So I got a call 2 days ago from the, what's that called, orthopedics?
Orthopedic specialists.
Orthopedic specialists. And when I called them, I said, I was supposed to call this number back and I don't know who you guys are. And she said, oh, we're the orthopedics place. And I said, but I don't know what that means. And she says, oh, okay, well, we're going to check out your leg, I mean your knee. And I said, oh, okay, my left knee then. Okay, I wasn't sure what this was about. And yes, the doctor was concerned when I went to see her this last appointment because I had a physical, but she was concerned about that. So she called this specialist and I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited because for one, they're new, from my old knee doctor. I hope that they could do something for my knee because in the past 6 years, going on 6 years since 2007, I have not been able to get in the shower because I can't lift my knee up. I can only lift up this high, only lift up this high. And so I can't lift it up this high to get into the shower. I can't do, I'm limited to what I could do. I can't like do squats like you all are doing. I can't, every time I get up and down from the bed, I have to pop my knee every time. And I have to, when I go to the bathroom, I have to sit down and I have to pop my knee when I get up. And it's getting scary because it's just like, you know, every time that I get up. And you know, when I was at the physical therapy place after my knee operation last time, they had me do these things where I would, they're like squats because you sit down and then you pull yourself up and then you sit back down and you pull yourself up with your hands. Isn't that how it went, Alan? You would pull yourself up with your hands.
Something like that, yeah.
And I did that fine back then. Now I wouldn't be able to do it because I can't get up without popping. And it's scary because I was thinking to myself, well, what if one of these days it's not going to pop and then I try to get up and then I fall? To me, that would be scary because I don't want to end up hurting my knee and I don't want to end up, you know, in the hospital. So that's why when I exercise, it's good for it, but I can't do the knee lifts that they do in there. I can't, I just do what I can do. And I bust my butt, you know, and for someone to tell me, I don't think you're doing it right, I don't think you're doing the mile and stuff, that just hurts my feelings. And, you know, it was, you know, like I said before, it was my sister. And anyway, so I'm just not going to even bother telling her or my mom if they ask me, well, you know, you never say, are you doing your walking, are you doing your exercises? It's like, I'm just not going to tell them anymore. If they ask me about it, I'm just going to say, yes, I'm doing it. I'm doing my exercises, I'm walking, and that's all I'm going to say. But yes, I'm very excited because I feel like I need help. I'm hoping they could give me a new knee replacement because I think that's what I need. And I heard that once you get a new knee, that things would be so much better, and oh my God, I would just be so happy, and I would be in heaven if they got me a new knee, because I definitely need a new knee, and I've just been through so much in the past, and I think that's why I have a hard time losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight, because I don't, after my exercises, I don't move around as much. I sit at the computer, or I lay in bed and I read or listen to music, and I get up every now and then and move around, but I'm not active like you all are. You all have jobs. You all go to the mall, walk around, you go shopping, and me, I just stay home. It's been like this ever since my troubles, ever since I had that stroke. Ever since that hell day that I had that stroke and I ended up having that bad knee operation. They went in there and they did, I don't know what they did, the meniscus or whatever you call that, they took that out. And I think that's why I've been having trouble with my knees, because I don't have any of that meniscus or something to hold them together in there. And it's just been a hard time. It truly has. And sure, I get help, from my husband and stuff. But it's been really hard. And I just wanted to get better. Because I'm tired of being, like this and not being able to do things and, move around and be able to go to the movies, be able to go shopping. Sorry for my tears. I'm just really frustrated because I am in bad shape. And I'm going to be 50 years old next week, and I just want this all to get better. I'm tired of being to where I can't do things. I can't even clean because it's hard for me to bend down to, dust underneath the entertainment center or dust underneath the, wherever. I can't even clean the bathroom. I can't even, I could barely dust like the top parts and stuff. And it's just been really, really, truly hard. It really, truly has, and I've been putting up with it. I have to have a sponge bath every day, and I can't even do it myself. My husband helps me. But to have a sponge bath, it doesn't feel like I'm clean, but it just doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel like, you get in the shower. I even have to, when I wash my hair, I have to wash it in the sink, and I have to go like this. And I have to put my head down, and I can't even put it back like that. And it's just been really hard on some of these difficulties that I have. And I haven't been able to go in the kitchen and cook like I used to because I can't stand up for more than 5 or 6 minutes or so at a time without getting, in pain with my upper body and stuff. And it feels good to get this off my chest because, sure, I have a great husband. He helps me out a lot. And if it weren't for him, then I don't know what I would have done if I didn't have him to help me. I would have had to do it, but it would have been doing it in pain and frustration, and because to not being able to give myself a bath, I can probably do the upper part of the body, but to bend down like that, I can't get to my legs. I can't even clip my own toenails. He has to do that. And it's just, he has to help me get dressed in the mornings. Because, I can put on my right pant leg, but I can't get my left pant leg on. My left leg, it always wants to stick or something on me. And it's just, it would be such a relief to be able to get a knee replacement. I'm just hoping and praying that that's what they do for me, because I do deserve it. I've been putting up with this crap for going on 7 years now. 7 years? Yep, 7 years now. And I want my life to, I want to be able to lose this weight. I want to have some years before I get too old to where I could be able to, you know, go on my walks, go shopping, you know, do whatever I have to do to be happy. And oh my God, that wind is so loud. It's really windy here today, and it's just loud. Wow. But I just want to be happy, and I am tired of being the invalid that I feel like sometimes, because I can't do a lot of stuff. I walk with my walker when I go out and about, because I want to make sure I feel steady on my feet with my knee. I don't want to fall out there, you know, even though I do take my cell phone just in case I ever do fall, but I'm real careful. And it's just been a real bitch, let me tell you. A real bitch, because I had my stroke when I was 44 years old, and they said, wow, you're pretty young. I said, I know. And the reason I had a stroke was because my blood pressure was high. It was like way over, like 200 was the top number, and I had that happen because I was eating way too much salt, and so that's why my stroke happened, because of that. And now I don't have any extra salt. I don't try to cook with it. I don't even use that Mrs. Dash stuff. I don't have no kinds of salt in there. I use garlic and all that. But anyway, so I'm just very excited that I have this appointment. It would just change my whole world around if they could help me. And I hope they don't say, well, you have to lose the weight before we can help you. No, I hope they don't say that part. It's like, I'm going to tell, I've been struggling with my weight for 6 years now. I've been losing, I've been gaining, I've been losing and gaining, and every time I lose, then I start gaining up. So it's like, I hope you can help me. You know, I'm going to tell them that, because me being this way with my knee, popping it every time I have to get up or sit out, this is getting to be old. And anyway, I'm just excited, very excited. I was so excited that I really didn't want to tell my mom anything, or my sister. I told my Aunt Pam, and I told my friend Angie, because I had to tell somebody, and I just didn't want to tell my mom, because I just figure I'll tell her later. I just don't want to really tell her right now, because she'd be excited for me, but she doesn't really seem like she cares a whole lot. And so I just don't want to tell her, or my sister. I don't want them blowing smoke up my ass, because I just want to be happy, and looking forward to this appointment. And believe me, I will be ecstatic when the appointment arrives. I just want to take care of this knee. It's just gotten worse, and my weight just needs to go down, and you know. So yeah, so everything just needs to get better once I get to this appointment and have my knee checked. So I just wanted to fill you all in about my knee and my next appointment. And sorry about the tears, but I was just very overwhelmed. And so you all folks have a good day, and my husband's here to turn off the video now, because he's, well, you might need to put the head a little bit closer. But anyway, so I just feel relieved, put it that way. And y'all have a good day. Talk to you later.